So I have this like metaphor for life that I use just because me and Megan are like always on the road doing like road trips and stuff. But I think of life as kind of like a road trip where, you know, you're like, you got your car, you're going to a destination. First, you got to get your route and plan that out. You know, you take the time, you figure out where you're going, and then you got to go and actually get in the car and hit the accelerator. That's the doing, you know. And then after you've been going for a while, at some point you need to go over get an oil change. You know, you need to fill up with gas. You need to change the timing belt or something. Like, you got to do the repairs too. I feel like there's these three aspects of life where it's just like taking care of yourself, which is good to focus on. First, I think having first and foremost with each person, having just a strong relationship with Jesus, with the Lord, I think is so important when you're going to help somebody, because then it comes from not your own strength. And I think that's really where this like transformational work really needs to come from. And then planning on like where you're gonna go too, and like how you're gonna make that route. Because if you're just sitting there hitting the accelerator, you might end up in Kentucky, unless that's like your destination. You know, if you're trying to get to Vancouver, that's the wrong spot. So it's like, you gotta know where you're going too, and like be balancing all three of those. So I think it is a balancing act.